guys who don't get girls and guys who do, and guys who have to put in the effort, and guys who can just take a girl to the B&Q car park and have sex with them in their car.
Andrew went on a date and asked the man his waist size.
The most you're getting is like £15 an hour. You are never going to survive.
Your sex is shit and you keep the house nasty.
You're not doing anything, then you marry him and it's dead.
Should a man be dating if he's broke?
If he's broke?
If he's broke.
Certainly not, he can barely afford to live. How could he date? How has he got time? I have to be in the top 1% of earners to rent a really normal 2-bedroom flat.
Kelly and Ann show just dropped. You might have seen the ad. I don't know if I put the promo, but I might put the promo. Link will be in the description. So yeah, make sure you go follow them. Follow all our channels. Chizzo by Chizzo, Chizzo YT, Chizzo Lifts, all the Chizzo's pages. Follow me, link in the description.
New episode featuring this mad you, Gabriel. Where's with the braids? And myself. Hope you like this episode. Anything to promote, Gabs?
Just peace, man. Just and be likable.
Stay tuned.
If I do 15, I'm lucky. If I do 15.
I think.
Remember, my most I've done was 30.
I think you got 12. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious.
See when your friends are your biggest enemies and your
No,
biggest
no, no,
haters?
no, no. It's because you've lost bare weight.
No, see when your friends are your biggest enemies and biggest haters. The most I can get is 12.
Bro, you're not the same no more.
Come on, just for that, I'll get more than 12.
This ain't 2021. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. See the power of ego, yeah? It's a great thing, you know?
Well, like, come on, that's
toxic motivation.
Like, man, I ain't gym for like 20 years. Like, the muscle memory.
Toxic motivation.
I'm seeing stars, boy. Oh, them ones saw Elvis Presley and MJ. Mental.
Bro, in 2021, you was getting 30 reps.
Yeah, but remember, that was consistency and it was during lockdown. He wasn't doing anything.
Do you know how mad
And I weighed 107 kilos then.
Do you know how mad that is, though?
And I'm 100. I've lost 7 kilos since then.
Are you 100 now?
Yeah.
You look slim.
Yeah, no, I'm in shape. Not bad. Can you get 20 of that? No, you're Mr. Gym guy, Mr. Fitness.
I trained yesterday.
Mr. Capitron.
Chest and triceps.
Chisel lifts with a 0.
You saw me lifting 70 kilo dumbbells, so.
No, go on.
Me and you are not the same.
No, that's fine. Go on then.
No, cool.
See, look, you see?
I trained yesterday.
No, go on. Mr. 70 kg dumbbells.
Brother,
Go on.
have you noticed something? You cannot peer pressure me.
Go on.
The way I can do you can't do me.
Well,
Pause.
I was going to do reps of this. So, this is where I'm staying at. This is the weight I'm staying at.
I'm not saying here.
That's fine.
This is what I'm saying.
That's fine.
That's good.
You know, it's always those people that can't get into the party, yeah, that have the most reviews about the party. They can't get in.
Where's
They can't get in.
You know this ain't working. You saw
Look.
You saw the 7. You want to watch the 7 kilos of my story? Where's bring the camera.
Technically, it was only 2 reps.
Bring the
Technically, it was
camera.
only 2 reps, technically.
If I'm able to move 7 kilos, you know I can move that because you can't move 70 right now. 100% you can't touch 70.
Alright, you're telling me now that I can't. So what you done? I saw your video. I didn't like it.
Yeah. I know you didn't like it because you're my biggest hater. I know.
Why did you even start going?
What Dragon Ball Z?
That made you want to go gym.
Yeah. And I had 2 teachers that made man train. So my form tutor, he was a gym rat. So he made all of us do press ups.
But you're not even fit. You're not fit.
Bro, I do cardio every day.
You're just a weights man.
I do cardio every single day.
So
every day.
okay, so are your ankles alright now? Your tendons. So we can do a 5k run.
Easily.
We can do a 5k run.
Easily.
And you do it under 30 minutes.
Easily.
No stress.
Bro, I played basketball on Sunday.
We're gonna film that. We're gonna do a 5k run.
How are you gonna keep up? Do you move a camera?
Wow.
No, Wes.
Wow.
He wants you to.
Wow,
Wes, he wants.
that was a string.
Hey, Wes, he wants you to keep
Nasty
up with
work,
the camera.
That was a straight.
How are you gonna keep
You
up?
have to say fuck me for you. You know it's. Wow.
Unless you're gonna put a GoPro to your chest, bro.
Wow.
No, but I mean, dead serious. I played basketball on Sunday for an hour and a half straight, and I was mocking the young youths because man was doing and I was like just standing normal and saying, right, like what's wrong with you breathing? And he was like, I can't believe you're your age, you're lying. I said, no, I'm being dead serious. I just keep in shape. I'm not a weights man only. I'm on the stamina pappy vibe, you know?
I just think, for me, I just went gym because I think it just makes my life a lot easier. You know, I know where I sit in this life. I know when I have muscles, it does make life a lot easier. And my biggest motto in life is...
The muscles get the babies, yeah?
I think life is hard as it is.
You know, it's how you try to package it differently.
No, I just want to say that life is hard as it is, and try not to do as many things to make it more difficult. Don't make your life more difficult. You know, like, we know things are very aesthetic in this world. You know, and I'm not saying that if you're obese or overweight, people should pick on you. No, but make life easier for yourself. Go to the gym, have a good diet, and be a nice person. Be likable.
Did you see that trend on Twitter where they were saying, someone tweeted, oh, going gym doesn't change your face.
Say again?
They said going gym doesn't change your face, yeah? And then hundreds of people tweeted their before and after transformation. I was in shock, bro. I was like the way people facially changed from losing weight, it was incredible to see, like, the rebuttal on the, you know what I mean? Then some person tweeted, you're not ugly, you're just out of shape. And then put their transformation. And I was like, oh my God, you went from Mr. Get No Girl to Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I think, especially for men, I think
it's necessary.
I'm trying to think, if I had to put two in one bracket, getting money or being in shape.
In 2024, you need all. It's the Bruce Wayne formula.
Getting money.
Look at Batman and look at Iron Man. They got money, they're in shape.
Did Hush Puppy go gym?
And they do jiu-jitsu. Batman, you get me?
I get you.
Yeah, so it's like both of us having the same CV, having the same amount of money. We go stand in front of someone now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In 2024, everyone we know that's getting it in keeps in shape. Think about everyone. You see, prime example, you see Dean Forbes, they're running. He's at the top of his game. He don't need to impress no one. I think he's a married man.
I think if you don't have money, if you don't have money, I think it's very important to get in shape, because that will help you. So if you can't get to what you believe decent money is, I know we've had that conversation several times, and I think it's very subjective, but I think if you can't get to what decent money is, and you're saying you're struggling in life or struggling in general, I'd say get yourself in shape. I think it kind of, when I see somebody in shape, the first thing that says to me is that they've got discipline. I don't know about other aspects in their life, but when I see somebody in shape, I say you've got discipline. It means that you can say no to food, or you're saying yes to food and saying yes to cardio too. Like, you can't cheat the gym. That's one thing you cannot do. You can cheat everything else in life, but if you look at somebody physically and they say, oh, I've been sticking to my diet and I've been doing cardio for 2 years, I've not lost weight, I say, you've lied somewhere.
You've lied somewhere, yeah. You're cheating yourself somewhere.
There's somewhere you can't cheat your physical fitness. And I think that's one thing I've learned, is that, and even when it comes to naked exercise, one thing I've learned, the more cardio I do, and I'm not talking naked exercise wise, cardio in general, I'm more fitter. And everything's about blood circulation. And I'm talking man to man, for somebody who was struggling in that department. Seriously, cut out fried food and literally do cardio, because everything's about blood flow. That's just basically it. The reason why you push weights and all of a sudden your muscles get bigger is because of what?
Let's say the circulation.
The circulation is weak.
It's meant to be circulating,
and it's not reaching there.
Diet is blocking, you know.
And the funniest thing is that when you talk about Viagra, I tell you what the funniest thing about that. Do you know what, actually, that when they invented Viagra, when it came out, do you know what the actual reason Viagra was for?
No.
Okay, so I don't paraphrase. So basically, men getting a hard on was a side effect of it.
I swear that some people use it to get a pump in the gym.
As a drug, to treat high blood pressure and angina. And then they've discovered that when that treatment was for it, that men were complaining, that saying, hey, like, thank you, but I'm getting a hard one. And I was like, oh shit, so what? Basically it was literally by accident. And they realized that whatever's inside this chemical is making men of a hard, and that's how they then decided to do more of their mathematics scientifically, and was like, okay, let's take this out, and then we can invent this now for men to have hard ones. But like gym,
Have you tried it?
what Viagra? Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Actually?
Yeah, I've tried it before.
Oh, because you needed it, or you just wanted to. You just.
Do you know what? I'll be honest. Sometimes,
Because man went to cheat.
no, I tell you, sometimes
What?
It's a cheat.
when you speak to your boys, sometimes and it doesn't work. You then decide, okay, I'm gonna need some help. But a lot of it is just mental. But it's a cheat code.
Wait.
Wait, yeah, I've used it.
I
I've
said
used it.
there's a cheat code.
I've used
No, but
it.
the way you was talking,
I said there's a cheat code.
All right, yeah, but
I've
I've used it.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a cheat code. It's unfair.
No, it is a cheat code.
It's unfair.
Okay.
It will mess up your life
No, it's a cheat
in
code.
multiple ways because she will start phoning you all the time. Like, what happened? What? No. What I was gonna ask you, have you ever wanted to link someone or date someone here, and you want this person for time, then the time actually comes.
Yeah, and it's emotional. You're absent. Your big man's truant. You didn't turn up to school. Yeah? It's happened. And the funny thing is that the more cardio I've done, yeah.
This don't normally happen to me.
Yeah, the more cardio I've done,
Yeah,
the blood
yeah,
flows,
the blood
it's
flows,
excellent.
yeah.
When I was doing my 5K runs regularly, like 2-3 times a week regularly, you wake up with one. And this is the biggest test, is that you should be and I'm saying this to all the young guys, if you're like 23, 24, 25, and you're not waking up in the morning with something's wrong. You should be waking up with something. That's blood flow. Okay, I ain't gonna say pause. Do you wake up with one?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the moment you start waking up and you don't realize you've got one, one problem you can probably fix quicker is your health. You can probably drop the weight quicker if you can't reach the bag. You can't have two problems. And I say, being mediocre financially and being mediocre physique-wise are two problems you don't want to have in life. You pick one. Just pick one. Especially when it comes to trying to meet women. Pick one. I'm not an Earl Payton. I'm not no Morris Chestnut. So what did I do? I decided to go to the gym, put on some fake muscles. I tried to be a bit likable. And I tried to make a bit of fake money. I think I'm probably, I hate using the word, without using the word 7. If you have to put yourself as a rating between 1 to 10, but you can't pick 6.
I don't give myself no
Well, come,
ratings.
you can do.
No, I let the ladies give me the ratings.
Alright, ladies, you're watching in the comments.
Give me the ratings.
What would you give Chisel out of a 10 and you can't use the number 6, or out of 5 and you can't use the number 3? Because when people always use 3
use the
or 7
halfway.
as a safeguard. Like if someone said to me, "Oh, pick out of 5," whether you was I'd say that without the gym and a bit of the fake money I've made, I'd say I'm a 3.
I said the fake money I made.
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm decent looking. I'm not like everyone needs to be honest with themselves. Like I've grown up around guys who don't get girls and guys who do, and guys who have to put in the effort, and guys who can just take a girl to the B&Q car park and have sex with them in their car. Like, so I've been around.
He said about a certain man today that's what I said.
And I would say
I
that
can't
it's-
even say his name on the
there's-
channel, but
There's levels to it.
You don't figure it
And
out.
in the same way where I've always said that, where are these girls that buy guys cars on finance, buy guys Rolex on finance? I don't know where they are. Maybe I'm not on that level.
maybe
I'm
I'm
complaining.
not handsome enough.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that I would never do it. Okay, have you had a girl offer it to you? Have you had a girl that you could persuade to do it? Maybe I haven't. Maybe I've not been on that level. And everyone needs to know where their levels are. There are guys who will say they've had sex with 500 girls and feel like they're the man. And there's a guy who might have had sex with 100 girls. But then look at the quality of girls. That guy of 100 would say, I would not touch any of those 500 girls you've touched. It's the reality that a man go on holiday and say,
Man said Champions League and Rhymers League.
I went on holiday, yeah, man. Yeah, I chopped 5 girls.
I hear
And then you then look at the 5 girls, you're like, oh, I'd rather not. There's levels to it. So, and I think as a guy, you have to be honest with yourself. And there was a post I read the other day, yeah. I'm gonna read this word for word, yeah. And people got angry with this guy in the comments, yeah. Angry. The desire to live outside of your means. Some of y'all meant to be regular ass people with regular ass lives, regular ass partners, and regular ass houses, vehicles. The sooner you accept that the lives that these celebs and influencers live isn't for you, the happier you will be. I repeat, the desire to live outside of your means. Some of you are meant to be regular ass people with regular ass lives, regular ass partners, and regular ass houses, vehicles. The sooner you accept that the lives these celebs and influencers live isn't for you, the happier you'll be. Comparison is the thief of joy. Shit wasn't as bad when the previous generation was only comparing their lives to people down the street. Now we have access to millions of people's lives via social media, and what you don't have is thrown in your face daily, and it makes you envious. Our parents were in the neighborhood having grass cutting competitions, and who had the best Christmas lights. You lot are on the internet watching people post jewelry you want and women post Birkins you can never get. Of course you're sad. Last thing, and this is very important, you women ain't fine enough for the rich guys you desire. And you guys can't afford the women you want. Go get that man who just made assistant manager at his job, and that woman who's a nurse, and sit down. That's the life you're meant for.
Hey, there's some baddie nurses, bro.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I just say
Don't get me wrong. Aspire. I'm not going to say aspire to be the greatest person you can. But the reality is this: what you said. I know it sounds harsh. To men, generally, it's their money. When it comes to women, what do men value more, their money or time?
Time.
Depends on the man.
Wait, would I be? Let's just say, would I be more upset if I met up with a girl 6 times? And let's just say let's say I wanted sex, and I met up with her 6 times, didn't spend any money, didn't get sex. I met up with her 6 times, spent money. I don't know if it's the money or time. I think the money. I think there's times back in the day when I was younger, and I would spend 2 bills on a date, and it would almost become. And this is why I think it's very important to be able to say no and have discipline as a young guy, because everything that you do is your fault. Sometimes, as that guy said, you're batting way above your pay grade, and that's why you're jumping over hoops and doing all of these sexy squids and crazy bear, because you realise you're talking to a girl who you think's outside of your league, and that's why you're jumping over hurdles, because there's guys taking them to B&Q car parks.
Facts. Facts. See, that's the game. Not paying for 2 mouthfuls of salmon. That's crazy.
But you get it. I see in life though, but you have to know your level in life. And I think the biggest problem is that people don't know their level in life. I know my level.
So what is your level?
And I'll be honest, as I said before, if someone put me, someone said out of 5, where would you sit yourself, Gabriel? As in put everything aside. I'd say that because you can't use a 4. I'd say I wouldn't, because yeah, you can't use a 4. No, you can't use a
3.
Sorry, yeah. So I'd say that no, you can't use a 4.
3's in the middle, no?
3's in the middle.
No, I think most people say
No.
It's 1 to 5. 3's in the middle.
No, I'm saying, but I'm trying to think, because when Kevin Samuel said it, he said that you can't pick a 6.
No, you
so I'm trying to think
can't.
what the
No, you can't
equivalent
pick
would
a
be.
7.
Oh, he said you can't pick a 7, sorry.
Yeah.
Which means that it's saying you can't pick a 4 then. Yeah. So basically you got to pick a 5 or 3, because 4 is like the safe bet, isn't it? You're not saying the 2 now. So yeah, if I can't pick a 4,
Yeah.
I would say you got to pick a 5 or a 3. So I'd say I'm a 3. Yeah, and I think
3's still the safe bet.
I feel like it's a safe one.
three's the
you
safe
think
bet.
three's a
Because
safe bet?
it's
Most
right
people say
in the
a 3.
middle.
No, it's right in the middle.
Because if you pick a 2, you're saying I'm ugly. Or
Yeah.
you're saying,
Okay, so
if you pick a 4, you think I'm nice.
Yeah.
okay, so you're saying, so what's the safe bet out of 5 then? So what's the number you should to pick? No,
You can't pick a 3.
I don't think you can pick 3.
You can't pick 3.
Either you need to say you're nice or you're.
Oh, then I would say, if that's the case, then I'd say I'm a 4. Because I definitely wouldn't say I'm a 2.